bride who has everything and nothing.
Mrs. Chandler? Mrs. Chandler?
Oh, is there any way to get this to Goodwill discreetly?
Oh, well, Lucretia might want some of these kitchen items. Now, Mr. Chandler's decorator is on his way.
Fine.
Now, I am so sorry that we didn't get this house in order for you. It's just that the wedding, we were just so unprepared for the wedding.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
You just tell us what you want, Mrs. Chandler.
Ms. Chandler. No, Mrs. Chandler. No, I'll get used to it. I'm not expecting anyone. No reporters.
Is my brother at home?
No, he's not. Stuart, do you have his cell phone number?
You're sure Adam's not here?
Positive.
Good. Because I want to talk to you. In private.
Okay, I'm off to make brownies at Myrtle's, and don't worry, I'll bring some back.
Be careful.
Be careful. I'm going to Myrtle's. I'm not going to get a tattoo.
What? A tattoo?
Why are you so zoned out?
Oh, I was reading, I guess.
Well, you've been contemplating the meaning of this, all the high-fat diet. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I was just daydreaming.
Well, I guess that's better than that weird wedding dream.
Oh, well, that's still around.
Are you upset about Adam getting hitched?
It sort of closes the chapter, you know? Maybe it'll put some of these bad dreams to rest.
Well, you know what I think? I think you need to get out more. My trig teacher just got divorced, and he's really not that much of a dork.
Oh, I guess that's what I need, right? A nerd on the rebound.
Well, since I'm going over to Myrtle's, I can tell her about the adoption, right? Because everything's a go and...
Yeah, of course. You know, we may need her as a character reference, so...
Well, I think we should tell her together. So I think you should get up and put your work boots on because leaf crushing season is almost over. Come on.
Tad and Janie may be here. I tell you what, why don't you do the honors, huh?
I know, but
No, you do the honors for me, would you? Would you? Will you give Myrtle my love?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll see you later, okay? Okay.
Wait! You can't do this. It's a mistake. You're marrying the wrong woman.
Brooke, let me in.
Have a little dignity, Adam.
Let me in. Brooke! How could you? How could you stand there and let me marry Liza Colby?
I can hammer out a truce with you. I don't mind. I assume that's why you're here.
You're not my enemy. You're my brother's enemy.
I'm your brother's wife, and glad to be it.
You're slipperier than wet soap.
Okay, well, there goes our... Well, anyway, why are you here?
You're after Tad, and Adam's after Brooke, and you've been trying to make him jealous for months.
Really?
And the wedding was just a trick so you could get Brooke or Tad to stop the ceremony before you say, I do. Adam told me.
Well, Stuart, maybe you heard what you wanted to hear.
Please don't talk down to me.
No, Stuart, I'm just trying to...
You don't love Adam. You don't even like him.
Well...
He doesn't need a partner in crime. He'll never reform with you in the house.
Please. We'll play doubles at the country club. We'll hobnob for the homeless. We'll be named most boring couple of the year.
You're just as far gone as Adam.
No, I'm serious.
You don't really mean to stay married to Adam, do you?
Where is your better half?
I thought I was looking at her.
Poor Liza, home all alone, weeping over 14 useless crystal bowls and wondering where the magic went.
Have you been looking forward to this moment?
Did I invite you in?
I thought you were going to stop the wedding, Brooke.
Oh, well, I know you'd like to think that I set you up, Adam, but actually I have better things to do with my time.
No, I humiliated myself in front of my family and my friends.
Actually, I think it was a lovely day. Humiliation would have been someone standing up and saying, stop the wedding.
We belong together. I've tried everything to make you see that.
Everything? Except honesty.
When I kissed you in your office, I never meant anything more in my life.
Didn't I respond?
But you didn't tell me what I needed to hear.
No, so you just continued to plan this fraudulent wedding.
I really thought you'd come through for us.
Well, Liza is Mrs. Adam Chandler now, so just deal with it.
No, she's not Mrs. Adam Chandler on the floor.
You know, I despise what you tried to make me do.
I tried to make you get off the fence.
By casting me in some ego-massaging fantasy for everybody to see.
You needed a soul-searching wake-up call, Brooke.
Why would I do that? Why would I act the shameless, pining ex? What would be my motivation?
Love?
This is so rich. You know, if you want make-believe, why don't you go and play house with Liza? Have an interesting life. I am out of it, permanently.
You're reducing our lives to a farce.
You have. That morning that rumpled Liza took that victory lap around your living room, staged.
Liza just wanted to skewer Tad. We weren't expecting you. It
Was just dumb luck.
was unfortunate. The whole thing's been unfortunate.
Yeah. What about that Treckley marriage proposal on the cutting edge? Whose idea was that?
I wanted to puff up a weak show. By that point, it had nothing to do with you and Tad.
I was at the studio, Adam.
That was a coincidence. I was trying to throw Liza off her game. She was upping the stakes. I stood to lose a lot of money, a lot of property.
What? The game was over when you lost your sanity.
I couldn't cut my losses. Brooke, I had to hold on for the victory.
Really? Well, where are the spoils of victory now, Adam?
It's not over yet.
Just don't waste anybody else's time, would you please? Your brother Stuart spent hours bemoaning this wedding. You know that?
My poor brother wants you back just as badly as I do.
Did he want me back enough to push forward a plan to thwart you and Liza?
When he wanted out, I didn't argue.
No, you didn't. You took his place. That's what a great guy you are. You're so generous, aren't you?
All right, go on. Just beat up on me.
I'm just angry at myself because I am the one that walks through almost every door of this fun house.
Part of you is enjoying
You know, you are diabolical.
all those warnings about lies, all those thinly veiled entreaties. Your imagination worked just as hard as mine did.
I invited this.
Yes, you did. Well, why can't I love you without going beyond the bend? I'll tell you why. Because you and I egg each other on. That's why. Because I should be able to love you without losing my mind. But I need a little cooperation, Brooke. Come on now. If we work together, we can have it all.
Well, I guess you should know the whole story, Stuart. See, a plot was hatched at WRCW over coffee one day when I was speaking to Adam. I was sharing with him that I hadn't really truly gotten over Tad. And a heart-to-heart became a tete-a-tete. That's Adam.
So it was Adam's idea?
Well, Adam had never really gotten over Brooke. And I'd never really gotten over Tad. Love dies hard. But you know, a funny thing happened, Stuart. As time went on, I started having special feelings for my boss.
Are you saying you're falling in love with Adam?
We strapped a nuclear warhead onto Cupid's arrow, and it exploded in our face.
That didn't sound very nice. nor very true. Adam is in love with Brooke. You didn't even mean to say I do, did you?
I said it, and I meant it, Stuart. I've waited a long time for the right guy.
And Adam is the right guy.
He's the best catch in Pine Valley.
Oh, he is, huh?
Yeah, he makes me laugh.
You married him for his money.
No. Stuart, look, we've had reporters here all day, so...
Am I right, Liza?
You're early. You said it was a legal emergency. I dropped what I was doing and came right over. So, who died?
Just tell me how we can get started again.
We don't.
I'll apologize to Stuart. And I'll send Liza to a different market.
Why punish Liza?
Well, why not? Okay, it'll be a bigger market, a better market.
You know, you're a disgrace.
I've been without you too long, baby. All that anger and frustration is festering.
You don't love me. You don't. You hate me. It wasn't enough to reclaim me. No, it wasn't. You wanted to make a laughingstock of me in front of everybody.
No. It was like a mirage in the desert. Time out of time. Our eyes met as I walked down the aisle and you rise out of your seat and you never say a word. And the music never started. And the minister never opened her book and we made a dash for it together. I had 2 seats reserved on the Concorde. It was going to be so beautiful.
Oh, you are so arrogant. You are.
All right. I'm sorry. Maybe it was a little preposterous and delusional.
Look, we don't have any children. We have no ties. We're clear. We are, all right? We can forget about each other. We can stop.
I can't live without you. I know one thing above all else. I love you and you love me.
I have loved you.
You love me right now.
No, you are delusional.
No, I'm not. You look at me and tell me, without any reservation, that you don't love me. Say it.
I can't love you. I will not love you.
No. Have you heard one word that I've said?
Yes. Every accusation, every protest. I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
Well, fine, we'll take a little time.
What? So we can rest up for another takeover? What are you going to do? How are you going to try and reacquire me the next time?
You're not a possession to me.
You have shown companies you've liquidated more respect than you have shown me. I'm going to say something to you. For the last time.
No. We have a lot of life left.
No, it's over.
No, you don't.
No, it's over.
Brooke.
For good. For good this time.
You know, I don't see you. I see a zombie. I see a zombie going through the motions. How do you feel? How do you feel?
I'm telling you how I feel. And like you, I can't lie.
I can be everything you deserve.
Adam, I was out of reach before you barreled through the door. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you what I told Stuart.
Oh, Stuart is written all over this. Hang his hide.
You know what? If I were you, believe me, I would watch your back.
Stuart is not my...
No, I'm talking about Liza. Liza sold you out, Adam.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that last visit from Stuart. The more I went over it, the more contrived I thought it was. And then Liza confirmed that you had impersonated him.
You asked her?
I didn't have to ask her. She's working an angle. Adam, I think you finally met your match. have very much experience in contracts.
Well, this isn't about business. It's about my newest arrangement as Adam's wife.
So it's official.
Uh-huh. I have the silver salad spinner to prove it. It's just that Adam's a powerful man. I'm feeling a little cowed.
Has he made any unexpected demands on your work or your lifestyle?
No, he's actually spoiled me. I could get used to it.
But what if it all ended tomorrow?
Or sooner.
Okay. In the prenuptial agreement, did it address financial planning during the marriage or just entitlements after the divorce?
Oh, you're way ahead of me.
I'm sorry, legalese.
No, I mean, there is no prenuptial agreement.
I assumed that
I should have insisted.
Mr. Chandler didn't?
It was a whirlwind romance.
Try to kill a twister.
Adam made me a lot of promises. Am I in trouble?
Well, that all depends. Distribution state.
Halfsies. Let me go Dutch.
Judge decides who gets what.
Based on testimony, evidence?
Same as any other court case.
I have kind of a verbal prenup. Adam promised me half a WRCW on the cutting edge.
Next time, slip a Bible under him, raise his right hand, then get it in writing.
Linda, I have it on tape.
Okay, Eliza. A judge might find that compelling, but still...
But I'm on a tightrope without a net.
There's an apt metaphor for marriage. Eliza, even a signed prenuptial agreement, it can be challenged. There really are no guarantees.
So if the judge takes Adam's side, I could lose everything?
Have you always been this suspicious of Mr. Chandler?
Ruthlessness is sexy. If there's a duel, watch out.
Respect your wedding vows. Love and honor your husband.
Well, thank you for your time.
When's the honeymoon?
Oh, soon. Yeah. Maybe an island somewhere, hopefully a warm climate. Alcatraz, perhaps.
The old ball and chain.
I might just wrap it around your neck. You planned the whole thing, didn't you?
I planned the whole thing. What whole thing?
The wedding that was not supposed to be? You were supposed to say, I don't.
I explained that to you.
I talked to Brooke. You told her that I impersonated Stuart.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really? Well, I was there the morning of the wedding, and I did quite a credible job of betraying Stuart. I was gentle and tender and sensitive and really quite brilliant. And I left there with Brooke absolutely certain that Adam Chandler loved her more than his own life. And then you blew me out of the water.
Adam, why would I do that?
Hey, Joey, check it out. Arbor Day came early. It's for you. I looked, but, there's no card.
Yeah. It's okay. I know who it's from. I'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Just calm down, okay? Adam, I don't want to be widowed before we even have our honeymoon. I just made a casual remark to Brooke about your choice in
There
clothing.
was nothing casual about anything you said to Brooke.
Argyle sweaters don't make headlines.
I got sweaters.
I saw you wearing one.
Yes, you told Brooke Why?
I didn't know you were pretending to be Stuart. If I had known, I would have just kept my mouth shut. I'm not a mind reader.
You were honor-bound not to betray me.
Adam, you were pretending to be Stuart? You thought Stuart would get Brooke to stop the wedding? You know, that's cheating. I don't have a twin to impersonate me.
And that's why you sabotaged me? That's what made you do it?
I didn't do anything. I didn't know there was an Argyle connection. I was sharing with her that I thought it was difficult to tell the two of you apart. It was small talk.
You deliberately torpedoed me.
I did not. Don't take your failure out on me.
What?
You were so certain that Brooke was just going to come scurrying to the wedding. Just a little nudge, and she would ride in to rescue you.
So what is your point?
Brooke betrayed you, not me. If she really loved you, she wouldn't care if you tried to impersonate her Aunt Phoebe.
She thinks that manipulation is a cardinal sin.
Well, that's too bad. Some women would be flattered. No wonder you're ready to strangle someone.
Yes, I am. And you better be careful.
Poor Adam. The real reason that Brooke didn't step forward, Adam, is for one reason and one reason only. She doesn't love you. Not one bit. I would never intentionally double-cross anyone, Adam. I would sooner have a tarantula lay eggs in my ear than promise someone what was impossible. For example, I would never promise somebody something that belonged to, say, my brother.
Oh.
You never intended to sign half a WRCW over to me? That gracious wedding gift?
So that's why you sabotaged me. And you married me to get even?
Something.
Something will get what exactly?
Guess.
Now you stop right there, lady, because you're not getting one dime, not one nickel.
Is that any kind of attitude to have, Adam? I am your new blushing life partner. What every bride wants is what I want. I want companionship. I want security, and I want affection.
Affection? No, you married me for cold, hard cash, honey. So get it out of that devious mind of yours, because you're not sinking your claws into anything that belongs to me. You hear me? You get nothing. Mr. Shire, please, and he better be there. Barry, where have you been? I don't care if he wants to make you the lieutenant governor. You're on retainer. I want you coming through my door in 10 minutes. We have a marriage to dissolve. Hi. Come in and close the door. Stuart, why didn't you tell me that Brooke knew I pretended to be you? I didn't want to hurt you. And so you just stood by. Stuart, you could have stopped what happened from happening. No, I couldn't have stopped it, Adam. All you would have to do is explain to Brooke that it was you and not me in that Argyle sweater. Why couldn't you have done that for me? I tried. Well, not very hard, obviously. You could have covered for me. Will you stop yelling? I did try. I tried to lie. I did. It felt terrible. But I knew how important Brooke is to you, so I did try, but it didn't do any good. She was on to you. You could have convinced her. No, I couldn't. You're not listening to me. Stuart, you could have gone to her on your own. You could have talked to her. The real Stuart, she would have listened to you. But no. You didn't so much as lift a finger. You didn't pick up a phone to make a call. And I walked headlong into the worst disaster in my life. Why? Stuart, why didn't you help me? I never wanted you to be unhappy, Adam. But there was nothing I could do. Yes, there was. If you were willing to, you could have helped. After all I've done for you, what kind of a brother are you?
Yes, the platinum and diamond one, please. Well, actually, yes, of course. I'd love to have the matching bracelet. You can charge it to Mrs. Adam Chandler. And,
I know why you sent the tree back. You're wrong.
you can just send those to me. I'll call back to continue.
You ticked off at me because you think that I knew who you were the whole time. I didn't.
Listen, Jake, or Joey, or whatever your name is today, I'm not interested.
I honestly had no idea who you were when we first met.
I'm busy. It's late.
It's been years since I've seen you, Liza. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, really? So that's why we should use aliases, right? Ace, Jake. That's good. It's rugged. It's mysterious.
Right. I am Jake. I changed my name because I'm not the same little kid that grew up in Pine Valley and ran off to med school. And you are still Ace.
Wrong again, Jake. I'm Mrs. Adam Chandler.
No. You're the woman that I held at the cabin. You told me all about what you wanted. I called you Ace because it fit you. I didn't find out who you were until after you'd left.
Really?
Really? I told you, your work ID slipped out of your bag. You're the Liza Colby that Tad went out with in high school. I remember.
Legendary, if not infamous, Liza Colby.
You'd gone back to the inn, so I followed you, but... I saw you there with the man that you love, my brother. Yeah, I was going to tell you, but it just doesn't matter. You love Tad, so I left.
No, doesn't matter. I made a choice. And I married. There's nothing left to discuss.
I disagree.
I wish you would just go.
That's too bad, because I'm staying right here.
What is it that you're after?
Answers.
Like what?
I've explained to you what happened to me up there. Now it's your turn. Tell me what happened down here. You have married a guy that you presumably don't love. Why?
I don't think that's any of your business.
What concerns you concerns me.
Let it go. It's done.
So what's done can't be undone? You couldn't have what you really wanted, so you just settled, right?
I don't owe you an explanation.
Tell me something. If our wires hadn't crossed in the woods, if I had made it to the cabin to our rendezvous, what then? Would you have dumped Adam? Would you be with me right now?
I'm not some sort of jack-of-all-trades, master of none. I am diamonds and platinum. I have trips to Paris. I was a world-weary, very unhappy person who couldn't make up her mind. It passed.
And it just got fixed?
No. It passed.
This unhappiness doesn't just pass. I saw the real you. You can't hide that from me. I don't know why you'd want to hide it from anybody. Tad broke your heart. I know. And now you're afraid to get close to anybody else because you think it might happen to you again. That's what it is, isn't it?
Ellen, that's the wrong twin brother, Adam. Brooke didn't do what you wanted her to do because you made the same mistakes that you always make. And if you hadn't pretended to be me and tried to manipulate Brooke, she might have stopped the wedding. What the heck, if you hadn't tried to manipulate her, there wouldn't even have been a wedding. But I told you not to try fooling her. I told you. Nothing you say changes the fact that you could have stepped in and saved the day. And thanks to you, I have lost the only woman I've ever really loved. Oh, Adam, no. You just go yell into a mirror because I didn't lose Brooke for you. You did.
It's about time.
Adam, it seems you're very anxious about this marriage.
I went it over, and I want it over now.
All right. I'll take a look at a copy of the prenup.
I don't have one.
Well, I'm sure Henson filed one at the office.
No, I don't mean I don't have a copy. I mean, we didn't draw up a prenup.
Now, wait a minute. I assumed you and Henson took care of it while I was in Washington.
Well, you assumed wrong. So what? Liza and I have only been married about 5 minutes.
Were you in your right mind?
Well, that seems to be an open question. What's the problem?
Adam, this marriage is legal and binding, however short a time's gone by. A billionaire walks into a marriage unprotected? You really dropped the ball. This woman must have some kind of incredible pull over you.
The woman's a witch. Just tell me how to get out of it.
Now, it's not going to be easy. Or painless. This is an equal distribution state, or have you forgotten?
No, I haven't forgotten. I wasn't even... Fine, just... Tell me the bad news.
Well, you could take a bath here. It's up to the judge to distribute the property however he or she sees fit, regardless of whose name appears on the holdings.
Liza wants half the TV station, but you can't have it. Because WRCW is in Stewart's name.
Well, be prepared to lose something else of equal value.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
You promised Liza half of WRCW on the air.
So?
So, without a prenup, you're up the creek. If the judge sympathizes with Liza, or is unamused by your on-air promise, that promise could be seen as fraud.
Oh, no judge would do that to me.
Oh, they'd do it in a wink of an eye. Mrs. Chandler could take a very sizable bite out of your assets.
Tad did not hurt me. And it's moot anyway. I'm married now to someone else.
Adam doesn't love you. You don't love Adam. You deserve so much better, and you know it.
This is an imperfect world, Jake. Let it go.
You set that tree back because you know that it reminds you of the fact that you opened up to me. More than anything else, all you want is someone to love you.
It's a sentimental talk.
No. The truth is the truth, Liza. It can't be forgotten. It'll always be with us. Liza, Rudy needs to...